All right, let's talk about something that's, well, it's tough. Forgiveness. But what if we've been looking at it all wrong? What if the whole point isn't about letting someone else off the hook? What if it's actually about setting yourself free? Today, we're going to dive into a really powerful, maybe even revolutionary way to think about this.
I mean, really, how do you do it? How do you forgive something that feels, well, completely unforgivable? We've all been there, right? Stuck with a hurt that's so deep, the very idea of forgiving just feels impossible. It's the kind of question that can just keep you trapped, replaying that moment, feeling that same sting over and over and over again.
This leads to what you could call the forgiveness trap. It's this awful catch-22, right? On one hand, you know that holding on to all that anger is just eating you up inside. It's hurting you. But on the other hand, the idea of letting it go, it feels like you're just giving in, like you're telling them what they did was okay. It feels like they win. So, what are you supposed to do?
Okay, but check this out. This quote right here, it offers a third path, a way out of that trap. It completely reframes the whole idea. It says forgiveness isn't about accepting their behavior at all. No, it's about forgiving yourself so that you can let go and move on. Think about that for a second. This isn't something you do for them. It's a gift you give to yourself, and that right there is a total game changer.
So to really get this, we've got to break it down a bit. And the very first step, probably the most important one, is getting clear on the difference between forgiving and accepting. Because, and this is crucial, they are absolutely not the same thing.
And this gets right to the heart of why we struggle so much. We think, if I forgive them, I'm excusing what they did. I'm saying it was okay. That's the big misconception. But the truth, in this new way of thinking, is that forgiveness has nothing to do with them. It's about freeing your spirit. It's like you're unchaining yourself from what they did. You can still believe what they did was wrong. You can still hold them accountable. But you're choosing not to let their actions dictate how you feel anymore.
Okay, so this leads us to the most powerful part of this whole idea. If forgiveness isn't about them, then who is it really for?
It's about forgiving yourself. Yeah, you heard that right. It's about giving yourself permission to finally put down that heavy, heavy weight. It's a conscious choice to let go of the anger and resentment that, let's be honest, is only poisoning you. When you look at it that way, it's not weakness. It's an incredible act of self-care.
So what does this actually look like in practice? Well, it's all an internal process. It happens inside of you. Step 1. You have to acknowledge the hurt. This isn't about pretending it didn't happen or just getting over it. No, you have to look that pain right in the eye and say, yeah, this happened, and it hurt. You validate your own feelings. Then, step 2. You consciously decide to release the emotional burden. You literally decide, I am not going to carry this anymore. And finally, step 3. You reclaim your inner peace. By letting go of that weight, you take back your power. You stop letting that person and that moment live rent-free in your head. And all of this leads to the real prize, the whole reason we're even talking about this. And just to be clear, it's not about making up with that person or pretending everything's fine now. It's about one thing and one thing only, your freedom. So what does that freedom feel like? Well, first, it's just that. Letting go. It's releasing that death grip the past has on your present. It's when you stop the constant replaying of events in your mind. You're no longer chained to that old pain. And then there's this, reclaiming your energy. I mean, just think for a second how much energy it takes to stay angry. It's exhausting, right? It drains you. When you finally forgive yourself for carrying that burden, all of that mental and emotional energy comes flooding back to you. And now, you get to decide where it goes, into your life, your goals, your happiness.
And ultimately, this is what it's all for. It allows you to truly move on, to create a future that isn't constantly being defined and overshadowed by a past hurt. It's like you're finally closing a really difficult chapter of a book and getting to start the next one, fresh, with a clear mind and a much, much lighter heart.
So if you take away only one thing from all of this, let it be this. This whole act of forgiveness, it's for one person, just one, and that person is you. It's the ultimate gift of peace you can ever give yourself.
And so that leaves us with one last question, just for you to think about. When you look at your own life, your own story, your own hurts, what's that one burden you're carrying that you might just be ready to finally set down?